Brand new open range 295 FBH here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. This is a front bunkhouse, and which is a very cool, not common floor plan to begin with, and that corresponds perfectly with open range, which is totally not a common manufacturer in terms of the way they go about things. There's a lot of unique qualities and features on this trailer I'm going to try to highlight. There's way more than I can catch in a single tour, so this is going to be a quick whirlwind tour. Nice things here, like the fact that we have the nicer magnetic door latches and things, and the compression latch doors. Those are always preferential. Open ranges are 100-inch wide body. They're 4 inches wider all over the place. That makes a big difference in the living room and the bedroom and the bathroom and all that. In addition, their slide outs are deeper, but what that means is that that extra width can make her kind of topsy. That's why they put these stabilizer bars on here, so that when you get to your campsite, you can crank that down by hand real quick, and the trailer stays rock steady. They also use a different pin box system on the Open Range Lite series, and the idea here is that this is extremely short bed friendly, because you can see that it's, I mean, you're going to have to way over crank your vehicle to get it to connect the cab of the vehicle with the cap of the trailer here, which I've always thought these had like a spaceship look, that really sweet out of this world look, no pun intended. The King Combo pin box here, another neat thing is we can pull this little pin right here, that can drop out, and you can convert this to a gooseneck without actually having to, you know, retrofit anything on your trailer. That's a very nice benefit to these. So like I said, the body's 100-inch wide body, that's 4 inches bigger. Your slide out is 42 inches instead of 36. That's 6 inches deeper. This is 10 inches wider in the living space and at least 4 inches wider than anything else in this class. It's almost a foot bigger where you spend the majority of your time. That's huge. That's huge. That's so much extra room, and it weighs 88.85. I'm not saying it's the lightest fifth wheel out there, but compared to other things in this class, it's still lighter despite being larger. Fully enclosed, forced air heated, insulated underbelly means that we have a 0 to 100 degree rating. In this class, there are very few that match that, and we do have a fully enclosed docking center here, so we can keep all of our hoses and cables and connectors out of here. This is a compression latch, not a slam latch. You can get away with just throwing it shut most of the time. You are actually supposed to kind of apply some physical pressure to close that. So this is a rear bedroom, front bunkhouse. That's what's giving us the rear bed slide here with some storage below that rear master bed. So we do have very good outside storage on this model. We looked at this thing and said, you know, being a bunkhouse, they're going to have a lot of extra cargo and stuff to take with them. So we're going to include that little travel rack on the back here. And that is something you're going to enjoy the use of immensely. That will be extremely beneficial. Let's again focus on a couple things that make Open Range unique. They have a pliable PVC roof membrane, not the normal rubber or TPO roof you find on seriously like 90% of the towable industry. And there's nothing wrong with that material, but it does need to be conditioned periodically, and that's where this one's separate. The roof membrane on this thing does not need to be conditioned. It doesn't chalk. It won't promote black streaks from black algae growth on your roof like a normal towable. Now, another super cool thing, they use aluminum screw trim, not plastic screw trim. If you listen, you can hear the difference. That's, well, actually, I don't know if my mic's picking that up, but, you know, that aluminum's not going to lose its shape. It's not going to expand and shrink and all that good stuff from weathering. It's just going to be there, doing its job till death do us part. Plastic screw trim, like you find on most things, is okay, and that's what this stuff is here. You know, it does fine. It's just the aluminum stuff is better. It is made to last longer. That's one of the many reasons this has double the warranty of most anything else in its class. Another little neat feature that you'll find here is if you look right up at the awning, you see that shiny skin on the awning tube right there? This has a flex fabric skin over the awning material. That is working to protect your awning so that you don't have, you know, the material falling apart from weathering. Now, instead of a screen door, they give you this big entry window right here with a pull-down screen, so you can still have the screen. You can still slide that panel open if you want the screen door effect, but it just simplifies things to have one door and less broken latches and things like that. Close the door behind me, because that's how. Now, right when we walk in an open range, there's always one light switch for all your ceiling lights right when you walk in. And look at the difference that makes. That really does make a heck of a difference. I do want to mention real quick, this decor is called Sonic, I believe, which is my favorite decor because I grew up with the Sega Genesis and I like Sonic the Hedgehog. Beyond that, I also think it does look pretty good, but for whatever reason you like it, that's why I like it. So give you a quick panoramic view of the interior here. Let's look at this big wraparound party sofa here. This is a very multi-function fixture. We have two end recliners on each side. You see these little bases down here. There are tables that can go in there if you want them. I just have it set up in lounge mode right now. So we can have it like a dinette and a lounge. We could have it like a full lounge. We could have a double dinette. This can be whatever you want. The middle section here is a hide-a-bed, by the way. So this serves multi functions at any given time, sometimes more than one at a time. Now, I've had a lot of people say these cushions look goofy. Well, they purposely built onto it a big thick cushion on the back that you see right here, so that when you are sitting in this like a recliner, you have lumbar support and it doesn't hurt your back. Again, they think of everything. And remember, this is that deeper 42-inch slide out. What that means is we have more floor space down here than pretty much anything else in its class. So this has an exceptionally large living area. Let's look at the stuff up top here real quick. We have a racetrack ducted AC system. And you see that there's two sets of AC ducts. It actually goes down, loops around, and comes all the way back. It loops at the end of the trailer instead of terminates. That means that we have superior air flow. That means you'll get better service out of this thing. The island is awesome. This is a pressed resin membrane countertop. No seam, so water can't get through. And your sink covers here, very heavy duty. Ladies, you can use these to keep your bed in line. Crack them right upside the head with it. You can see we've got all kinds of drawer space down here, and they do build in a spot right there for a trash can. And you also notice the hidden hinge cabinetry going on here. Again, nicer stuff. Big Furrion flat screen right up there in the prime viewing location. It can easily be viewed anywhere here in the living area. If you're not familiar with Furrion Electronics, you need to look up their YouTube channel and watch how they shake and just beat up their electronics without them failing. It's very impressive. And your entertainment center down here, all-in-one AM, FM, CD, DVD, Bluetooth. I can say that pretty fast at this point with a lot of practice. Even has a handy little microphone down here so you can actually take hands-free calls through your camper. That's crazy. That's not camping, guys. That's RVing. Now, storage. Open ranges kitchens have just amazing amounts of storage. You can see the tall, vertical, awkward spaces slide open to you. They do have storage below the oven instead of just a flat panel and a dead pocket. They open that up, and we have a floor-to-ceiling pantry right next to the kitchen slide. Your three big appliances, microwave, refrigerator, oven, they're in the slide out off the floor plan to give us extra space. When all the drawers are closed, you see you can easily get around here, and part of that is because of the wide body nature. But this is also an 8 cubic foot refrigerator freezer, so we have 33% more storage there. And above your high cooking area, if you are going to generate a lot of heat cooking inside the camper, they give you a fan that can exhaust that heat and take care of it for you. Let's see, let's move back here. Rear bath and bedroom, which is not common, but very, very awesome. And you see that we do have a dual access point here, so if we are sleeping, if the kids want to get up at night and scurry down from the bunkhouse to go to the bathroom, they're not going to disturb mom and dad in the master bed because they don't have to go through the bedroom to get to the bathroom. We do have a nicer porcelain bowl, so and it's a foot flush, so you don't need your face near your business. And again, a nicer sink in here. Like we have that recessed sink in the living room or the kitchen area, and we have a bigger, deeper sink here you can actually get your hands in. They are utilizing a deeper 29-inch radius shower as opposed to a 24-inch corner shower. Nothing wrong with that corner shower. This is just bigger, and because the shower's on the lower deck of the fifth wheel, you will not run into headroom problems here. And we actually have linen space in this bathroom, floor to ceiling again. There is a little dead pocket in here they do need to run some wiring through, so there is one little section there we cannot utilize for storage. We have a full 60 by 80 inch true queen mattress. That's a Denver mattress, and I like that they actually have radius corners, so it is easy to scoot around the bed. You can easily walk around both sides. Both sides of the bed have those little breeze-through windows. If you look above the bed right here, you see that shelf. That's where you can keep all your phones and everything to keep them up and out of the way. Now this over here is just stone cold awesome. There is just a truckload, just a literal truckload of storage. There's the same cubic foot of storage space down here as like a short bed half-ton pickup. And then you've got all this extra closet space because both of these giant mirrored sections are sliders so that you can access the giant closets underneath. And you have an entertainment area. Entertainment area is actually up here on this model. If you want to put a flat screen against the wall, there you go. Moving forward, let me give you just a quick view of the living area from the other direction before we move on. Big walk space right here. That's one of the reasons I like the extra deep slide in the wide body living room. You can just not have to do the travel trailer shuffle to get past one another. Once again, ladies, if the other person in your life there does get out of line, you have a timeout seat. And if no one is in trouble, it is a nice place to be able to sit down and put on your shoes. And one of the things I love in any RV is when there's a place to hang a coat right when you walk in the door. I do a lot of fall camping personally, and everyone's use is different. But going fall camping, I get really annoyed when there's nowhere to hang a coat. This does not suffer from that defect. And we have another large storage cabinet right here. That could be used as pantry space, generic storage, DVD space, anything you want. Moving forward here to the bunkhouse area, I do want to point out the fact this has some killer bunkhouse storage. We've got all kinds of drawer space over here with a closet, and that is mirrored on the other side of the trailer. Another big closet with lots of drawer space, and look at that, we even have extra drawers below the lower bunks on both sides. They didn't cheap out and just throw a bunk mattress on the floor. They actually constructed bed platforms. Now every single bed here has its own little light. You see we got one down there, we got one over there, one over here, another up top. Every bed has its own light space. We have our own entertainment center right up front here, and because of the unique curvature of the nose cap design, that is like bonus space. That it actually recesses into the nose cap of the trailer. Now we do have, this is another thing, every room just has a single light switch, and again, look at the difference the quality of lighting in here makes. It is extreme, and they are using better quality bedding in here with the nicer teddy bear skin than you typically find. Even the TV antenna is superior in an open range. This is a king jack antenna. It has a wider range with superior clarity, gives you more channels that are clear. That's the easiest way I can say it. More channels, more clearly. And the bunks will have these little cubby holes up here. You can see that every kid gets their own little shelf to put things. There's so many cool widgets and facets on this floor plan. I can't cover it quickly. You need to give us a call, and I really recommend you come see it in person here at our Southern Michigan Superstore. And if you can't do that, guess what? We can deliver it right to your front door. We do it all the time, nationwide, occasionally, even internationally if somebody calls. We're willing to take everybody seriously. So thank you very much, guys. I appreciate it. Appreciate the opportunity to meet you. Give us a call. We do hitches, pieces, parts, financing. We do everything. This is a one-stop shop, easy place to work with. I love working here. It's really one of the first jobs I've ever enjoyed, and it's because it's a great place to work with really good people. Give us a call. Give us a chance. You're not going to regret it. Take care. Stay safe. Happy camping. HaylettRV.com.